Just walked into a not a Radley store, but a store that sells Radley handbags. I saw that on the windowsill. I was excited. I've just been inside. You can see this is the Radley corner here. There's quite a few pieces. Some are from a few seasons ago. Some are the new stuff. But yeah, there is a lot to buy here. Actually got one little item from that store that I was just in, and now this is the fish and chip shop that we're gonna have our lunch in. It's gorgeous. It's a bit small, but apparently it's the best in Rye, so definitely do try it out. Also now we're about to leave. We're gonna have a quick look in these little antique stalls, a bit like a market, but it's like a shop. I didn't find anything in there. So now we're on our way to Camber Castle after that lunch. So we've just realised that there's nowhere to park anywhere. Because there is no parking facilities nearby, we're going to have to walk quite some time, I think, because I've just lost sight of the castle, but over there you can see some sheep. Um, so also I have to say that the audio for this video will be re-recorded because the camera doesn't really pick up sound very well, and I find when you film outdoors you get a lot of rustling noise because of the wind and me moving about. So this voiceover was recorded after, so in a way it's not a proper vlog, but it's just the way it is at the moment with the camera. It was really nice though, this countryside walk. Kind of feel much better. After the fish and chips I felt really bloated, but a nice walk after dinner or lunch is always really good and healthy. I don't know what to expect from the castle. I just heard that there was a castle there, and from the pictures on Google it's really nice. Oh, and we're just coming up to these little cuties here. Don't know why they're all huddled up there. There's a further few up there as well, we just saw in the distance, and now it's coming up close to them, but they're just ignoring us. There's some food there that they're trying to eat as well. Yeah, I think she was really cute. I think they look very innocent look. When we turned the corner, we caught sight of the castle again. That's good, so it means we're on track. And yeah, at the moment it's a bit muddy because it's been raining a little bit in the UK after this heat wave. I'm very, very glad that it's kind of coming to an end because it's been torture. I've not really had that many days out this summer because it was just too hot to go anywhere. So today was really nice. It's sunny, but it's not hot at all. with the castle nowhere in sight. Okay, so there's a smaller gate here. So this is the Rye Nature Reserve. So don't forget to shut the gate after you, don't want any animals escaping. So yeah, it's very muddy, as you expect from a farm. So yeah, we're actually now on somebody's farm, and over there you can start to see the castle. So yeah, we're heading over there. It's a long walk, so this is probably one of the only places that I've been to where there's no car park near the castle itself. This is great for anyone who likes walking, and also if you're staying in the Rye town centre for your holiday, or if you're nearby, or even I'm assuming you can possibly cycle too. So yeah, this isn't one of your normal castles really, and I'm not sure what it's going to be like. It's not massive, and it's not like Dover Castle basically, where there's going to be loads of things to do. It's a lovely afternoon out. I recommend bringing a picnic. There's no restaurants anywhere nearby. I don't think they'll have a coffee area even there, so we'll see what happens when we get there. So we're now getting close to the castle. So this castle, by the way, in case I mentioned it, is called Camber Castle, and formerly it was called Winchelsea Castle because it is near the town of Winchelsea, and it's also not far from the ancient town of Rye. I've just been to Rye for lunch at a really nice fish and chip shop called Marino's, and it was really good. Probably one of the best fish and chips I've ever had, apart from maybe that time when I went to Anglesey. That was a good one as well, but I'll try to find it on Google and leave the address below, and also I will tell you something about this castle is, if you are coming in the car, the postcode and the name of the road is not quite accurate. You can't really get to it, so I will leave a direction a little bit in the link below, but you still have to walk. There's no car park nearby really, so you still need to park as close as you can and walk to it. But yeah, I think if you're walking from Rye, it's a bit of a walk, but if you've had plenty to eat and you know you're ready to go, then that's okay. It's a good kind of like day trek. But yeah, look at this vast field. It's just like, you know, nothing. It's very quiet, apart from some animals in the distance, like sheep and cows and horses. But yeah, we're getting really close to it now. So that thing there that you can see, that's the castle. I don't know how much it is to get in yet if you're not a member. I don't even know if you need to pay to get in, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know what's in there, but this is why I'm kind of doing this video, for any of you that's also considering coming here but don't know what it's like. Because I was literally searching up yesterday because I was planning to go somewhere near here, and I had a bit of spare time before, so I thought, what can I do? So I decided to maybe visit Camber Castle, and the lunch in Rye was a bit unexpected because it took so long to at least find the castle that we just got hungry. So we decided to go back to Rye, have lunch first before braving the trek here. So that's why. But yeah, it's a bit late in the afternoon now, I hope it's still open. Could you imagine after walking for so long and you turn up there it's not open? And I heard on Google as well that, well, no, not I heard, but I saw on the Google review that it's only open certain times of the year, and I think you should definitely check the website before coming to the castle, because it's a long walk basically if it's going to be closed to come here. So yeah, I'm getting a bit out of breath, as you can tell, because I'm trying to walk fast as well. Oh god. So it's a little bit about this castle. So it was built by Henry VIII as a fortress to protect against any attack and invasion, because at the time in Tudor England there was always a possibility of an invasion by France and then later on Spain as well. So there were these castles built to protect, and that's pretty much what Dover Castle was built for as well. I've done a video on that which I'll link below in the description box. Description box. That video was okay, but it was just on the day. It was really sunny, so the lighting was not that good, and also there were certain parts which I'll say the best parts of the castle that they wouldn't let you film, so like the tunnels. The medieval tunnels was fine because that's open, but the wartime tunnels were kind of the highlight, I guess, of the site, and they wouldn't let you film in there. And also the hospital tunnels. I didn't go into wartime tunnels because I ran out of time, but the hospital tunnels, they also didn't allow us to film. And also it's a bit dark as well, so I'm not sure my camera would have been able to capture everything. So if you can see people in front of me, they're part of my party. I think they're just grabbing a picture by the castle. So I'm going to leave it here for now, and then I'm going to film once I get a bit more close, because I feel like I've just talked for so long already. So we're getting really close to the castle now. Now this is the last gate. Yeah, okay, I've got it. So yeah, this is the gate, so footpath. There's a lot of poo on the floor, just to be careful. So yes, beautiful as usual. Oh look, I can see someone over there. So just now we met this really nice dog. I'm going to try to attach a picture of the dog, which is why I stopped filming as well. I was just going to start filming earlier as we were approaching the castle, and then a dog came out. So yeah, this castle's really impressive. It's really pretty. So you can see this is a bit of in the middle of nowhere type castle. So off in the distance is the town of Winchelsea, I think, but it is what it is. It's a bit of a ruin or remain, if you like. It's quite where are you going? So I'll do a bit of a 360 of the castle. God, there's so much poo. It's like so much shit on the floor. So we're now coming up to the walls of the castle. So we're just approaching the castle. The actual castle is closed today. It's not open castle. And also I've realised that there are supports around the castle, as there are some parts that are falling or crumbling down. So you see that wooden plank just there. It's to support the arch of this bit we're looking into. There is a lot of holes and similar grids to this around the castle that you can look into the castle from. So even though if it's not open, you can still get a good view of it. So as you can see here, this is the admission prices. It's not that expensive, but it is only open a short time. So it's open once a month for a guided tour, and it is about £3 for an adult. So if you're members, obviously it's free. I think it'll be a good day out. So you get the date right. I didn't look properly on the website. I just knew it was only open from August to October, but I didn't realise that it was only because of how it is. It's quite in the middle of nowhere. It's not something that's open all the time, and it's not massive actually. It's quite a small place, so I wouldn't really say it's like a castle. It's more like a fort, or yeah, it's very small really. So this is what you can see inside. It has deteriorated a lot, and the sheep that can roam around the castle. It is preserved well though still, considering how old it is. It's built in Tudor England, so I think it is well preserved still. It was used to house a garrison, and that garrison was to keep an eye on the coast to prevent any attack on English soil from France. And down over in the distance is Winchelsea. I mentioned before there's a beach there, and that was where a possible French invasion could have arrived from. So I think that's why this was built here in this location. It was called Winchelsea Castle at one point as well, but I think later on it's renamed to Camber Castle. This is not that close to Camber. The closest town is Rye and Winchelsea. So this is now the side of the castle, so I'm going to walk around the side of the castle a little bit. So again, this is in the middle of nowhere. There's not that much to see really. It's just fields and fields of sheep. This is actually, I think, on someone's farmland as well. So it's an open, well actually no, I don't think it's a farmland. It's on the reserve area next to a farm, so you can see animals. But you can also come out here for a walk. It's really nice for that, especially when the weather's good. I think that there is a lot of nice walk paths near here. Winchelsea is definitely somewhere that would be nice to visit, and Rye is definitely beautiful just being in there. So this concludes my video for today. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I might do another one tomorrow. It depends whether the weather is good and I get to go. But if I do, I will vlog it for you. Please let me know if there's any questions you have about any of these places. I'll be happy to answer them. This is a picture of the entrance to the palace. So this would have been the bridge into what was the older palace. So Eltham House is split into two. A newer modern part of it, which looks more like a house, was added in the early 1900s, but the old part still stands today, and you can still see elements of it. The original part wasn't very big, but I think it's still a very lovely palace, and the gardens is beautiful. So now we'll come round to the side of the house. So this is the side closest to the gardens, and next is a picture of the gardens. It's beautiful. It's got this little mini waterfall and this lovely hedgerow. And this is also the back of the modern part of the palace, which is a house. Apart from the Great Hall, most of the palace is very modern on the inside. It seems like a normal, luxurious home. So the inside is very modern, and it's very palace. And I brought this bag with me. So this scarf is one that I bought. This isn't actually from Burberry. I just liked it because it reminds me of Burberry. But it does kind of feel like silk, but it's man-made silk. It's not real silk. So I just wrap that around the handle. Sometimes I just find it handy because I don't feel like I wear out the handles, and also it's actually quite comfortable if I put it on the handles to carry. It's more comfortable than without, because obviously it's really soft and like the material is really nice to the touch as well. And the actual handle is nice, but I just feel like it kind of digs in a little bit, like this little rim bit digs in. So well, what's in this bag? So this is my English Heritage membership card. I think last time when I did a video talking about the English Heritage membership, which I'll also link down below, I don't think I actually had the card. I think the card came later, so I only had the temporary card. So this is what the actual card looks like, and then on the back it just has a barcode to scan, and then when it expires and your name. And then the next thing is I have a Coach. I don't know what this is called. It's like a skinny ID case. So you open it up at the top here, and there was a zip, and you put coins in there, and there's a keyring part here to put keys. Because I transfer bag a lot, and this was bought to match this bag because they're both orange, although in different prints. So this is again the lizard print. This is just a normal treated leather, and I just love the way this opens. So that's what I had in there. So the membership card and a skinny ID case. I did have my phone in there as well, but I've taken that out now since I've got home. So you do it like that, and then you pinch these two here like that, and it just comes open. I just love it. It's a very classic lock design, and yeah, there's a zip compartment there, and then there's another pouch area there. I rarely use this because it's really tight, so it's not really handy for putting anything in, but the zip compartment I just haven't used purely because it's been quite spacious in this little bit for me already. I don't tend to use small bags because I carry a lot, but I think when I do use a small bag, this is a perfect size. You can fit all the essentials in here. I definitely do recommend the Aspinal bag. It's really good quality. It is slightly pricey. It's a little bit more than the other bags that I normally have on this channel, like the Radley London bags. It's slightly a bit more expensive. The quality is slightly better, and also it's more classic as well in terms of the design. And also they're both kind of different types. So Radley's a little bit more practical, whereas this is more formal. So it's sort of different, and you can see these little feet here. So I've already done a video on the unboxing of this if you want to watch it. I won't go into too much detail. And with the coach ID case as well, I've done like a mini coach haul on it as well, which I'm sure I showed like the inside, the outside. I've talked about it a little. So yeah, so I'll conclude the video here. Thank you for watching.